Kazakhstan is one of the significant players of the world economy and one of the 50 largest exporting countries today. There are 100 world states in our sales geography. There are 820 titles of domestic goods in the range of supplies. The principal share of Kazakhstani exports comes from raw materials, oil, uranium, and wheat. But recently, this tendency is changing. First processing enterprises are opening and already coming out to global markets with prepared products. You will learn in the 4 Export program about where and how the production branded Made in Kazakhstan is produced. Today in the program, export potential of Western Kazakhstan, energy-saving transformers, double glazed windows of new generation. West Kazakhstan region is the 8th largest region of Kazakhstan, famous for its mining enterprises. But like in the whole country, the number of commodity producers is growing every year. The spheres of agriculture and food industry show the biggest growth. Over the past months of 2017, the West Kazakhstan region produced goods worth almost 1,400 billion tenge. 7 new enterprises are planned to be introduced within the framework of the state program for Industrial and Innovative Development, SPIID, and the Industrialization Map, which will help create about 500 jobs. The city of Uralsk is the administrative center of the West Kazakhstan region. The largest and the most active enterprises of machine building, food and light industries are concentrated here. One of them is the Ural Converter Plant. Ural Converter Plant, LLP. Manufacture of electrical equipment. Production volume 7,000 units per year. Share of exports 96%. Geography of sales Russia, Armenia. The plant was launched in 2015 during the visit of the head of state, Nursultan Abishevich Nazarbayev. The president himself gave a start to our plant. Since then, the enterprise employs 250 people. This plant produces 12 types of transformers. This product allows you to convert an electric current to a convenient measurable value, and also ensures the safety of electric power systems. It is necessary to observe high accuracy in its production, with the help of high-tech equipment. We buy electrical steel in Russia. We get aluminum wire rod for wire production from Kazakhstani factories. Completing parts arrive mainly from Turkey, water switches, for example. We receive paper and insulation materials from Germany. If we take the quality, then the output of all converter factories of the CIS countries is on the same level. Regarding prices and terms, we provide customers with a competitive price. In terms of time, we have high-performance technological lines from European countries on the site, which allows us to produce transformers in a short period of time. The raw materials affect the quality of the final product. The enterprise mainly uses local materials, and some are brought from Russia. Electrotechnical steel of 3409 grade is obtained from Russia. This is the highest mark. It affects idling. Our converters are energy saving. There are very few losses here. Minimum service life of these transformers is 25 years. This is achieved through innovative technologies. Due to reduced idle and short current performance, the Uralsk converter plant can boast of high energy efficiency. All these indicators, together with the reduced costs, make Kazakhstani converters even more attractive in the export markets. The third component of quality product is the professionalism of employees. Electric machine building is one of the most dangerous industries, so the qualification is not just for an image here.
Мы заключили меморандумы с местными вузами, также средними учебными заведениями.
We signed a memoranda with local universities and secondary schools. We train personnel, we take them to the training and later on to the production practice. Who will do justice to himself? That one we will provide with a workplace.
Показывать себя с положительной стороны. Мы ему уже обеспечиваем рабочим местом.
Приезжали технологи, показывали чертежи, нас обучали, как по чертежам работать.
Technologists came, taught us how to work with drawings with isolation. It helped us a lot and helps us at the moment. New employees arrive, we teach them to have high-quality converters.
Намотчики, мы их обучаем, чтобы у нас были качественные трансформаторы.
All these efforts allow the employees of the plant to produce up to 7,000 ready-made transformers per year. However, next year this figure is planned to be increased to 9,000 units. The greater part of the production is exported. This is one of the few Kazakhstani enterprises that supplies such a large share of production to the foreign market. 96% of converters go to Russia and Armenia. This year, the company supplied 250 transformers to Armenia. In the future, this number is scheduled to increase. Russia became the permanent sales market. 4,000 transformers went there in a year of operation, which amounted to about 5% to the foreign market. Considering all the partner factories for the production of transformers, this is a big indicator for us. It is, we can say, a successful entry into the Russian market. For such a young indicator, this is a good indicator, but they are not going to stop here. Active development of new technologies will begin in 2018, which will allow increasing production volumes. We are planning to purchase new additional line for cross-cutting steel. Thus, we will increase our productivity by 30%. This year, we reached the full possible capacity of the plant and realized almost all production. Next year, we'll have another 30%. Since all the products are exported, such increase in production will help to strengthen positions in foreign markets. Soon, 3 countries will immediately join the list of export destinations. Now we are working on entering the markets of the Republic of Azerbaijan and Georgia. Also, negotiations are underway with the Republic of Moldova. At various exhibitions and meetings, representatives of these countries already had an opportunity to get acquainted with the products of the Uralsk converter plant. Enterprise plans to send a test batch of converters in new directions next year. The glass industry in Kazakhstan is represented mainly by manufacturing enterprises. Despite the availability of necessary raw materials inside the country, the glass itself is imported by processing factories. Nevertheless, it does not prevent them from producing high-quality glass products and constantly expanding the sales markets far beyond Kazakhstan. Stiklo Service LLP, production of double glazed windows and glass products. The volume of production, 700,000 square meters of insulating glass per year. Export share, 30%. Sales geography, Russia, countries of Central Asia.
Наше производство занимается основной обработкой стекла.
Our production is engaged in the main processing of glass. It's a very large scale of processing, starting from cutting glass and finishing with the assembly of glass units. We have a tempering furnace, which is an innovative equipment, at least in Kazakhstan.
Оборудованием, по крайней мере, у нас в Казахстане.
Glass is one of the most popular building materials in the world. Today, this material is used for facing buildings of different purposes, from offices to entertainment centers and residential buildings. Therefore, the demand for double-glazed windows is steadily growing, not only in Kazakhstan but also throughout the world. Company Stiklo Service caught this trend back in 2008. We started with a small store which was opened in 2001. In 2008, we built our first small workshop for the production of double-glazed windows, and in 2013, we built our main workshop. The company employs 80 people. In one shift, they produce 1,000 square meters of insulating glass of different types. 3 shifts a day can provide a demand, producing about 4,000 square meters of products in 24 hours. Glass processing is the process that requires constant innovation. The modern construction industry makes more demands on double-glazed windows. They should not just be transparent and beautiful, but also strong enough to withstand various weather conditions and mechanical effects. One of the innovative products is produced on the lamination line.
Линии по сборке ламинации, то есть по ламинированию стекла, то есть в итоге, в конечном итоге мы получаем...
On the line, we laminate the glass. In the end, we get a triplex, as people call it. It is a safe glass. Lamination is a process of gluing 2 or more sheets of glass together with a special gluing material.
Более листов стекол между собой, то есть за счет, так скажем, материала, специального материала.
We are engaged in manufacturing of tempered glass. Firstly, the glass is safe. Secondly, it is much stronger, and stones don't just break it. Another plus of such double-glazed windows is a high level of noise insulation, which is especially important for urban buildings. Before we started making insulating glass, we went to study. We went to exhibitions in such countries as Lithuania. There we watched similar production, which we were taught, told how to work properly, how to make glass and what to look for. When we arrived back home, we opened our production and we trained ourselves. It turned out that it is not such a simple task to create a double-glazed window from ordinary materials. Raw materials must pass 5 to 6 processing steps before it can be used in construction. It is cutting, processing, then painting, hardening. After that, there is an assembly of insulating glass.
У нас есть такие виды обработок, как эмалирование стекла, то есть это покраска стекла.
We have such types of processing as glass enameling. It's a painting of glass, used in construction purposes of stained glass. We have equipment, a UV printer on which we can print images on the glass.
На котором мы можем печатать, то есть график на стекле. То есть это UV принтер.
Ultraviolet printing on glass is a new trend of modern interior design. This technology replaced the sandblast printing. It allows you to put a color pattern of any complexity on a material. The image is not subject to fading and is resistant to mechanical stress. Moreover, the image is selected by individual order, which makes the interior truly unique. The company provides Kazakhstani and Russian markets with its products for a while. Construction of 2 additional workshops has already begun. Each of them will increase the production volumes by 2 times. The construction of 2 new workshops is already underway. They will be bigger than the main shop. With the introduction of the new shops, the workplace will certainly increase by 150 people. The increase in production volumes will lead to the expansion of sales markets. The increase in the share of exports is also included in the list of enterprise plans. We have plans for far abroad, countries of Central Asia such as Kyrgyzstan and Turkmenistan. Now we mainly work with Russia. It is also a large country, so there is enough work to do. But we are not everywhere in Russia. We are only in the Volga region. Now we want to go to the south and north of Russia. There are big plans. All these plans are supported by the state. Kazakhstan has programs that support export-oriented enterprises, but each of them is aimed primarily at providing a local market, which can be done quite quickly. Meetings at the levels of heads of states and governments opened Iranian market for West Kazakhstani region, where the local meat is already supplied to. Great opportunities are also opening in China, the United Arab Emirates, and Israel. These countries are mostly interested in the agricultural products.